Hello. Hello, this is the My Artifact episode number 3340. Today's date is 24 of February 2025. It's been almost like a night at 10 p.m. Alright, yeah, what exactly happened today? Nothing really. Wake up at 7:30 a.m. By the way, last night I sleep at almost like 1:30. Okay, 1:30 or maybe 1:45 a.m. So last night maybe I sleep like five and a half an hour. Okay, like didn't really sleep that well. Okay, yeah. So I wake up at 7:30 a.m. and there are so many stuff to do at home. Okay, yeah, like mopping the floor and like yeah, like basically my grandfather is also be here. So yeah, I started doing my work at almost like 11:30 a.m. and I did my design. And then after that, after I ate my lunch, I feel very dozy, like really like I just wanted to kind of like take a nap. So I took the nap from 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And then after that, I went with my grandfather to my cousin sister and like for the meet and stuff like that. Yeah, I just came from over there and I haven't really done any of second design, nothing really at all. Uh, like like I decided that I took the photos but haven't really started doing editing. After this artifact episode I will do that thing. Alright, yeah. So it's kind of like a something usual day, nothing really that something really special. So yeah. Okay, so let's kind of like a something ask question. Alright, yeah. Let's do this. Okay, question is, what does it means to truly see something for the first time? Okay, that's a really good question. Okay, first of all, where is this question came from? Okay, couple of weeks ago I was actually watching the demons of leonardo. Demons of Leonardo is a kind of like only web series. This web series is based on Leonardo da Vinci. If you don't really know who is that person, the person who draw world famous painting Mona Lisa. He is really amazing painter, but he is not just a painter. He is a master of multiple things. He invented such a stuff that like beyond his imagination, like beyond our imagination. Okay, yeah. Like he is kind of like something always almost like a 500 years ahead. So like I don't know, he's the really amazing person. Okay, yeah. So while I was watching that particular web show, I was like a really inspired and enthusiastic and kind of like influenced by the thought process of Leonardo. How does he think? The way that he thinks, I was like, I wanted to think like him. Okay, yeah. So I went to the chat GPT and asked that suggest me such a question so that I would think like Leonardo da Vinci. And this is one of those questions. The question says that what does it means to truly see something for the first time? Okay, what does okay, so what exactly is this question? Like what is exactly kind of like a stuff that you see the first time, or what kind of like a something truly see the first time? What's truly see the first time? Okay, yeah. Um. Okay. If you like, if you don't really understand the question, I'm gonna give you a couple of kind of like a something examples so that you might gonna understand stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So basically, in everyday life, we actually see the stuff that we are looking at. Okay, usual environment, surrounding area, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, yeah. It's kind of like a something very common. All right, yeah. Let me tell you one thing regarding about my experience. Okay, yeah. So couple of year ago, I actually went to the Goa. Okay, and in the Goa, we actually went to scuba diving. Okay, yeah, like it's a kind of like a something package with a kind of like you went to the beach and you kind of like I wanted to do scuba diving. So me and all my cousins are went to the scuba diving at Goa at somewhere lake may might be. Okay, yeah. So when I put that goggle, the oxygen tank, the weights and everything, and I went down there, I see the something really amazing world. Okay, yeah, let me tell you one thing. Beneath the ocean, there is a something really another world, like the fish, the various type of fish, the plants, and everything that you already seen on the television. Okay, yeah. But when you see this thing in the real life, it's something very different. Like it's like that, na, ki it's like you started mesmerizing that how beautiful was that thing, because it was like a, I don't know, like this is kind of like a something. This is the first time I seen the particular ecosystem underwater was like that clear. Like basically that lake was kind of like something very clear. Okay, yeah. And I don't know, like I haven't really seen that much, like just couple of seconds, because I am not really have that much breathing practice. So, and I don't know how to breathe from this oxygen tank. It's kind of like something very difficult for me. Okay, so I went down there for at least like a for a couple of seconds, maybe like a 10-20 seconds probably. Yeah, not that much. But I went there and I was kind of like a simply see that particular stuff, see the fishes and stuff like that. By the way, that diving instructor is also with me, so he was kind of like a simply pointing at towards what he wanted to see, and he kind of like a have particular camera to take the photo and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not really fan of those, but still is this thing that key I seen that particular stuff. I seen that particular fishes, and then like trees and stuff like something like that. It was really incredible moment, and I was kind of like a somebody. This is the first time I truly see the underwater thing. Okay, it was little bit of horrified experience also because of that. I didn't really have breathing practice, so I was bitterly scared regarding about that. How do I supposed to breathe? Because like you are kind of like only bitterly scared now. Okay, because you are first time wearing those particular thing and you went to the underwater. It's a kind of like a bit tricky. Okay, yeah. So I didn't really enjoy, but this kind of like a only particular experience that I seen that I truly feels like that this is the first time I truly see the something was really beautiful. Okay, yeah. This is the one experience. Okay, yeah. I also have another experience too. Okay. Not experience, but okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, what exactly happened? Have you ever see the microscope? Okay, yeah. So what exactly happened? Okay, so like in the school, okay, in the school maybe almost like a 2008 or 7 maybe, I'm not really sure. Okay, so I was at the ninth standard or 8th standard. I am not really sure where was that. Okay, so basically this thing, our school actually went to Raman Science Center. What is exactly Raman Science Center? Okay, so in Nagpur they have kind of like a something, science center where there are a lot of kind of like a things are related with the scientific stuff. Okay, yeah, and for the public it's a kind of like a something, a museum for that, and kind of like a something encourage the student to see the science and stuff like that. Okay, so it was really good there. So me and all my friends from the class, actually we went to that trip. Okay, yeah. And this is kind of like a something the research center, not research, just kind of something a public scientific stuff. Okay, yeah. So there was a kind of like a something microscope. Okay, yeah, it's a real microscope by the way. Okay, and they have some sort of slides. Okay, yeah. Slides of bacteria, kind of like a something, yeah. Very protected environment. Okay, yeah. So basically the people who actually there, they kind of like a say that ki, do you want to see the microscope? So yeah, I wanted to see the microscope. So basically this thing, I went to that. Okay, they actually put the slide underneath that microscopic, and I just have to look through it. Okay, yeah. And when I see that particular thing, oh my god, that's kind of like a something. This is the first time I experienced the microscopic world. Like I literally see the kind of like a something that I don't know what exactly is this thing. They mentioned that it's a kind of like a something bacteria or whatever it is. Okay, yeah, I'm not really sure, but it's moving. It's a kind of like a something, just a tiny something really animal that I haven't really seen that, because in the naked eye it's kind of like a something just, I don't know what exactly is this thing. It's a kind of like a some drop of something, but when I see in the microscopic world, I just feel like that. Oh my god, like it's like a really crazy things. Like a dude, like it's a kind of like a something just a blue and something really white. Okay, it doesn't really have any color, because I don't know, like in the microscopic world, like the way that I see the that from microscopic, it's a kind of like a showing only two color, like a blue color. It's not the blue color, by the way. Like basically beneath the slide, they actually put the light, and that light is a blue color. It's a cyan color. Okay, yeah. And this kind of like a something, whatever it is, okay, it kind of like a showcase their shadow. Okay, so it was kind of like a something. This is the first time I truly see that particular microscopic world. Really great, like I don't know, but it's, yeah, I seen that thing, but it doesn't really impact me that much. What do you mean by that? So basically the first time I went to the underwater, I feel really good. I feel that I seen the first time that fishes and the and particular plants and stuff like that. It kind of like impact me 10 out of maybe 8. Okay, yeah. Years ago when I went to that research center, and when I see that microscopic world through that microscope, it kind of like a something look like 10 out of 5. Yeah, like it doesn't, like it is cool, but it doesn't really add me that impact, but it's 10 out of 5. Okay, yeah. But this is kind of like a something is this thing that ki I never really understand at that time. Okay, yeah, because maybe I was like a 9th standard and my age was almost like a 15, 14. I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah. And basically this thing, this is the first time I see the microscopic world, but I haven't really understand the gravity of it. What is exactly the microscopic world and what exactly is this thing? Okay, yeah. The microscopic world, the things that regarding about microscopic, I understand the gravity when I watch the movie named Ant-Man. Okay, so when I watch the Ant-Man, I truly understand how the microscopic world, like somewhat na, sometimes na, some of the movies are kind of like a represent such a thing which is kind of like something mesmerizing. Like basically in the real world you haven't really feel that much gravity or impact of the microscopic world, but in the movies they kind of like represent this thing with the visual graphics, with a really amazing cool things. And it felt wow, it felt that ki, wow, what is exactly is this thing, like this is how much beautiful it looks when you are in that particular microscopic world. Oh my god, like really amazing. It's a kind of like a something first time I truly experience this, truly first time I experience this microscopic world, um from that movie. Okay, yeah, it was like a really great. Okay, yeah, it was, yeah. So so this is what kind of like a somebody I experience. But they have a kind of like a some sort of points over here. Okay, they say that ki, what does it mean truly see something for the first time? Well, for me, I underwater is the first thing, then microscopic thing. Okay, microscope, like a seeing through particular amoeba or whatever it is from that microscope is also another thing that I see the first time. Okay, yeah, which is kind of like a truly incredible, somewhat, yeah. But there are a couple of pointers are here I wanted to mention over here. Okay, that seeing with a fresh perspective. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, what's a fresh perspective? Okay, yeah. So um sometimes na ki you just have to look from another point of perspective. What's the another point of perspective? Okay, have you seen a tree? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like it's not really that difficult. Okay, everyone sees the tree. Okay, so right now I have kind of like a something like coconut tree in front of me. Okay, yeah. So if I'm looking from coconut tree almost like a 10-meter away or 20-meter away, I could see that a tree with have kind of like a things. Okay, yeah. But when you kind of like went so close to that coconut tree, okay, like so close means like that almost like a next to you, and try to look that coconut tree from bottom, it kind of like a look something very different. Okay, yeah. Okay, if you it's a like you also kind of like some experience this thing is this thing that ki when you see the world from different point of perspective, you feel something very different. You feel like a, I don't know, it's a like it's a very hard to tell you about this thing because okay, um I am a kind of like a somewhat photographer. Okay, yeah, photographer. I don't know. I took kind of like a creative photos, and it's just like that. When I took that particular creative photos, it's kind of like a something new perspective. When I see that particular new perspective, like a basically, I have this particular lens who is kind of like a something micro lens. Okay, yeah. That micro lens is kind of like a something so good that I attach that lens to my mobile, and kind of like a taking photo from that. It is kind of like a look really good. Like when I kind of like a went so close to the flower, I was kind of like a see the petals and everything. Also, I'm kind of like a something like that. Uh, take the kind of like a leaf and try to take the photo of the veins in that leaf was kind of like a something very incredible. So it's kind of like a something fresh new perspective. Yeah, that is really good thing. Okay. Another point is understand beyond the surface appearance. Truly see isn't like I am like there are a couple of pointers are here, but I'm not really resonate with that thing. Emotion and spiritual awakening, nah. Intellectual discovery, first time experience. Oh yeah, first time experience. That is something that I haven't really experienced, but I might. Okay, yeah, what is at least this thing? Okay, so like the example that I told you before, like underwater experience, the microscopic experience. Okay, these are kind of like some experience that I seen first time truly, and it kind of like something mesmerized. It kind of like a feel really amazing thing for me. Okay, yeah. But when you experience the first time, it was very different. Okay, yeah. Experience and see is a kind of like a two different thing. Okay, yeah. Like a okay, so see means like that when you see first time the beach, when you first time see the mountain, or when you see the first time space, or kind of like a something I don't know. That is called kind of like a seeing kind of like a stuff through your eyes. Okay, yeah. And which is kind of like a something incredible because you haven't really seen that thing in your, yeah. But experience is a kind of like a something stuff that which is also kind of like a giving you some sort of equivalent amount of mesmerizing thing. And what is that? Okay, I haven't really experienced this thing, but I think most of people are actually experienced that, and that is called fall in love. Okay, yeah. Am I fall in love? Okay, yeah. I was like basically like almost like years of ago. I was like basically this thing, fall in love. What is actually okay? I don't really think that yeah, I am actually fall in love. Okay, yeah. I okay, yeah. I like couple of people in my life. Okay, yeah. Um, first girl was that I like. Should I put the name? No, I don't want to put the name. Okay, so there is a girl that I like when I was in 10th standard. It was attraction. Okay, yeah. It was like a basically this thing. Ki, my age was almost like a 16, 17 maybe. Okay, yeah. 16, yes. And I was attracted towards that particular other gender. So this is one of the girl. Okay, also another girl from the college, and also another girl from my school. Okay, yes. Fall in love, there is only one specific girl that I think that I fall in love with her. Okay, yeah. But I never really tell her that because I didn't really have that much courage and stuff like that. And I don't know. At that time, I was really pathetic person, dude. Okay, yeah. So it's just like that, na ki maybe just like I haven't really experienced that fall in love. Like I experienced fall in love, but it's like that. Na, it's a one way around. That's it. Okay, yeah. Also there is couple of things that I haven't really experienced, like a first time having kissed someone, or first time had a sex with someone. This kind of like a something experience that you never really forget. Yeah, like basically whoever the person you are, and the first time you had a kiss with someone, or first time you had a sex with someone, this kind of like a something like memories that you feel the first time, and it kind of like something printed on your brain that you can't forget, like how much try you can't. It's kind of like a something stuck with you, and it's kind of like a something that ki, this kind of like a something experience is your brain is kind of like a something understand. It's a kind of like a something very important thing to remember. And yeah, you remember that thing. I haven't really experienced that, but still I don't know. Okay, yeah. I might gonna experience this thing. Will I might gonna will experience this thing. How fucked up I am. Whatever. But this is kind of like a simply stuff that I see the first time truly. Okay, yeah, like underwater, microscopic, and fall in love, maybe experience. Alright, yeah. Alright, so this is it. I should supposed to be end here, and thank you.